Hi, Lizzie. I wanted to see you because I'm going on a run with Rick. You remember what I told you to do when there's danger?
Run as fast as I can.
You don't give up.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to Dead Walk Talk number 26. Brought to you by the guys from...
I got my eye on you.
Jesus. I can see this is going to be rather interesting. Brought to you by the guys from Doomgoryums Emporium. Chap Voorhees. Over there.
You got that hat from On Golden Pond.
What are you, a couple of nitwits?
This is my Dale hat.
It's
In honor of Dale. That's what I wear this for. And this is Hap.
Axe.
Hap I. And Hap I Wax. And this is and I'm Axe. And that's Jimmy over there. And this is Dead Walk Talk number 26, the Walking Dead's episode Indifference.
Yep.
And here we are. Who would like to go? Let's talk about this episode of The Walking Dead. You look like you got something to say over there. Why don't you
I was indifferent. I mean, I understand that you have to build a storyline, develop characters, keep the masses interested, right? You can't just throw zombie attack after zombie attack and head slash and all the rest, but characters really weren't holding any interest to me. I mean, the random meeting of a couple strangers in town, and you might as well put a red security uniform on them.
Yeah,
and,
Star Trek red security.
Send them out. Oh, you go. Here's a gun. We've got peaches. The ending was neat. Carol.
I was trying to save lives. I had to try. Somebody had to.
See you later. The fact that Michonne was.
You got something in your eye.
I got something in my eye.
We'll just go right in and begin the tattooing.
Was trying to convince Tyrese to do a flip from his crazy and not so crazy.
Tyrese! Let him go!
I like the way Daryl stepped up and kind of dealt the, either I'll kick you to the curb for drinking you one sniff and you're done. It was all outside of the jail, which I like better than anything. Right, so long as you're not stuck in that freaking dungeon all the time. But about the halfway point, I was kind of getting a little bored. Too much. Even the dumb.
Not enough action?
Well, if it's the action. Just even the dialogue was boring to me. The character development just didn't seem to hold it, so.
You got something.
You get some in your eye. So what did you think?
I like this episode better than last week. Things that I did like about it was outside of the prison.
How'd you do? Bags, tubes, clamps, connectors, everything on the list.
There was some things happening. It wasn't all about the whole sickness thing. I guess it was because they were trying to get medicine, but I just liked it was outside. There was things going on. Things that bothered me. Okay, like they're in this town. Like there's no zombies. It's like, you know what I mean? The whole street, like they when they were at the gas station or whatever, like the street behind them was completely empty. The town was completely empty except for there's a zombie inside,
2 years, 3 years
yeah,
on the
1
road,
minute,
and
it's
the
like
town looks fantastic.
I don't know, it just
the lawns were cut like
it was like AMC was trying to save some money on extras or something, because you figure like in a town like that with all those houses, you'd figure there'd be a couple zombies walking around.
What I liked was
It's a zombie
the cut
apocalypse,
grass.
folks.
for the gate scene where they see the girl's leg, it was all cut.
Typically, yeah. Typically, someone was trimming the verge while the zombies were out there. But typically, in a zombie apocalypse, there is zombies. Now, there's a huge horde somewhere, so maybe they figure they're all gathered together and they're swarming somewhere.
En masse.
I don't know. But I don't know. For me, it was a better episode than last week, for sure, because they were out of that prison.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Come on, you're the voice of reason. Let's hear it.
How do you see this week's episode?
Chap. All right, I'm here. So,
Speak, my optic friend.
yeah. This episode was kind of a sleeper.
Optical illusion.
Yes, it was. There was a lot of AMC or whoever produces the films. I think they expect the audience to accept a lot of things, and this episode was one of those episodes. And you guys brought it up when they went in the town there. They're hacking and slashing back bush.
Man, go easy. You don't know what we're dealing with.
To get into the building, but there's no overgrowth anywhere else around them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? In that amount of time, you're going to have bushes growing out of the asphalt. You know what I mean? So, and the houses.
With Judith and Carl, with my children, I won't have you there.
Would be probably at least 1 or 2 feet, if not higher, covered in weeds. Christ, my backyard alone, in 2 months, you can't see my fence if I don't cut it. So,
lawnmower man.
I leave my tomato plants for more than a month in a row.
Yeah.
They're all falling over. I mean,
Yeah.
somebody was out there.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Well, you know what it is. I think that, not to knock the prison, because you guys know what I think about this prison.
Yeah.
But the fact that
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is, it's almost like this episode needed them to be out, and they hurriedly took some back lot, turned it into a zombie set, and threw some vines over that one part, and it just didn't look.
Yeah.
It looked foolish.
Yeah.
In that respect.
And
so
the same thing too you said about the zombies. I going back to the first season there when Rick first bumps into what was the guy and his son that took him in there for a while after they cracked him in the face with a shovel.
Oh yeah.
I don't recall what his name is, but you guys all know what I'm talking about because he was in last year. He had his little crazy meltdown episode there when he was
losing his boy yet.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is, but anyways, even in those episodes when the outbreak. You know what though? Maybe they're so far along now that the zombies are just kind of decomposing, and I mean their bodies still break down. You know what I mean? So I guess all the old zombies have kind of maybe, like the one on last week's episode was turning into that tree.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But what I'm getting at is though is in the first episode when the kid was looking out the peephole of the door, there was hundreds of zombies out on the street, and like you said, they just walked in and there was nothing.
It's a clear path. Tell me what we got.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like empty.
So it's
and then even when Rick's driving back to the prison at the end he's driving, and it's like the Road Warrior, this empty road.
Yeah.
I figured he's going to come over that hill, and there was be like the governor there or the car or something or a bunch of zombies, but there was nothing. It was just dead open road. It's just, I don't know. That was kind of weird, but
yeah. So
as far as at least it wasn't in the prison talking about who's going to do what.
Yeah.
You know, the whole Carol thing. This is what I think. Okay, if you're going to rebuild society after a zombie apocalypse, the very first thing you need to do is you need to build society. So if Carol screwed up and did a really stupid thing, then you got to control Tyrese, and you got to somehow punish her
before
or
council.
keep her.
Yep.
You don't just kick her out.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't kill your sick, you kill zombies. You go out and you reclaim the land, and that's not what they're doing. They're just kind of, it's just ridiculous. You know. So going back to the whole Herschel thing where he told them not to shoot the zombies, not to go back on that, but it was like they should be shooting zombies, right? And they should be teaching Carl not to shoot people, right? So you have to rebuild society. You have to rid the planet of the zombie menace. And you can't just keep making these snap decisions like Rick's now exiled her, and what's it going to do to his second in command?
Last episode,
it's
only
foolish.
just now gets back his gun. He's limp dick for the majority of last season,
all season,
and then for the start of this one,
now he's
and all of a sudden he gets the cojones Because she
Now he's
said
Ramesses kicking,
she,
kicking Moses out of Egypt.
Yep.
You know what I
she
mean?
sits there and says, "Oh, you did a great job as a leader. You know, you should pony up." And that his first decision is that, I finally got my gun back. I'm going to pony up. Is kick out the second best person in the group for actioning, right? Like she really is. She's a go-getter. Gets the water, does the stuff. I'm sure she mashed up some people. That would be me. I'd be that guy. I'm sorry, I would be. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna end up making sure everything's going to be right here. Yeah, you're a bad influence. Tyrese, I would have used a bullet on Tyrese instead of shooting a friggin' zombie in the head and then stabbed the zombie. I mean, just, guys, conflict. I can understand why it's there in the show. It's a necessary evil to be able to keep the audience on point. But what do? He's got to go, right? In my mind. But again, suspension of disbelief. Yes, there's going to be a lack of overgrown. Yes, you're not going to see a whole lot of zombies because maybe your budget's, a little strict coming to the first little bit. So, let's hear it. What do you think? You got something else to say?
No, I'm good. You guys are saying it all. I'm taking the words out of my mouth.
Sorry.
No, that's good.
We always like to see.
We don't always see eye to eye.
I don't know. Yeah, it's that's what I thought. I just thought it was better than last week, but it was just kind of,
I didn't see the Carol thing coming though.
No, I didn't see it either. That's just another one of those.
I don't think.
Let's make some more drama.
They did a good job. I mean, right from
the
get-go, right? We got to talk to the council. You got to get back involved. You've got to start talking about it.
Exactly. Right? So he goes out there and he knee-jerk, oh yeah, I'm exiling you because, and I mean, he's only going to lose Daryl as the best buddy.
Well,
now,
something's going to become of that.
And that's,
for
sure.
sure.
How does he explain it? Because he's one of these honest guys, right?
That's
his whole
But
role,
at the same time, Daryl did say to Tyrese, well, if I find out who did this, we'll put a bolt in him, man. Remember? He said that in the episode that they found him dead.
But you also see it repeated here when it was Don. Don's the drinker guy, yeah. He sits there and walks up to Don and says, if I find out you have the sniff, I'm going to knock you senseless. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. So, he wants to pony up. He's a righteous guy.
You got no meds in your bag?
But Carol's also one of those ones that he sees as a righteous woman.
I don't think
in her mind, she was absolutely justified in whacking those two people and killing them. She's like, yeah, they're going to bleed to death.
They were suffering. I made it quick.
Right? They're going to choke on their own blood. I spared them their problems. Yeah. It must be nice because you've probably got a 50-50 split.
Modern
in the
problems.
World, right?
I think I'd be riding out of there. Finding a place high in the Sierra Madres. Just me and my pack mule. Maybe a couple compadres.
I was going to say, who
are
we?
I am not carrying your crap. And stop calling me pack mule.
Who know how to live off the land. Who know the old ways of the land and the medicine. We've got powerful medicine down here in the dungeon, folks. You heard it here first. Right now, Chris Hartwick is telling you this was the best episode of The Walking Dead's history. But you heard the truth here.
I never knew Chris Jericho had a brain in his head.
He's well spoken.
Because we just don't fight for evil or fight evil. We fight for truth.
We don't just fight for evil.
We just don't fight the evil. We fight for truth. There, how's it better?
Justice. Canadian
Take
way.
2. Take 4. All right. Take time to subscribe. Take time to send us your requests. And take time to tune in next week when we bring you the next Walking Dead episode. Dead Walk Talk, right here in the dungeon. Stay tuned for more Doomgoryum Report as well. That's coming out to you.
Yep.
And
we watched a doozy the other night, didn't we?
Oh
God. No one invites me ever.
I think Charlie the Rubber Chicken is. Well, you were.
I don't want to hear it. Just because I do all the freaking
work.
In South America. In the garage.
You were in South America, deep in the
digging the trenches.
In the jungle. Well,
and you guys are chilling.
You got to work your way up, pal. All right. On that note, stay tuned and stay scared.
See you later.